professional podcast hosts.
Wow, who would have thought? You wouldn't even fucking read about it.
You wouldn't.
No, this is a first for everything.
I can't believe it. Welcome back, guys.
Oh my God, hi.
Welcome back to Ex-Best Friends. I wish we had headphones so we could hear how cool we sound.
Oh, me too.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
It took us long enough to get microphones. Just let us.
Yeah, next season.
Next season, yeah.
When you have your next baby.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have another baby and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, when you get some
And-
downtime.
I can finally have a wine with Jordyn.
Yes.
How good.
Yeah, the
This is
fucking girls.
Really good red wine.
I know.
Where do we begin?
Oh my God.
What the
Let's start
heck?
with you.
What the heck?
So you're not pregnant anymore?
No, I'm not pregnant anymore, as you guys can see if you're watching on YouTube.
You look fabulous, by the way.
I don't feel fabulous. I'll be totally honest. I do not feel fabulous. I'm like 8 weeks and 3 days postpartum, and our son is perfect. His name is Realm. If you haven't seen him on
Everything.
Instagram or the YouTube video that we posted, but he's literally perfect. Like, he honestly is a perfect baby. Like, I do have a lot of things I could complain about, but that's just like the adjustment to motherhood. But he genuinely is. Like,
I'm
such
sure
a
you're not the
perfect
only
baby.
mum that's got some things to complain about when it comes
Honestly,
to their children.
It's fucking hectic. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, no one tells you. Everyone tells you. Everyone
Yeah.
tells you having kids is fucking hard.
Yeah.
It is pretty hard. Like,
Yeah, I
not going to
bet.
lie. It's really, like, the first 6 weeks are hectic. The newborn phase is truly in the trenches. You're just, like, learning how to take care of a new human on no sleep.
Yeah, it's the no sleep for me. Like, and you can't say it until you know what it's like. Obviously, I have no idea. But when I've like only had 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep because I've been drinking and like I have to get up and do something, like go to work the next day.
Yeah.
That's really hard for me. So I can only imagine what it's like for you.
And that's every
in your
night.
in your situation.
It's he's 8 weeks old. So for the last literally 8 weeks, my sleep has been very disturbed. And
Wow,
it really
well, I'm really proud of you. You're doing a really good job.
hectic. Yeah, I deserve this wine, honestly.
You do. Your array of drinks over there. She's got a Pepsi Max and a wine.
Honestly, a Pepsi Max is a real treat. When I was younger, I never used to have soft drink ever. Like, I was so like anti-soda. It was like the devil. But now that I'm
Really?
older, I'm like, yeah. I was so like,
Almond mum of you.
is that almond mum or crunchy
What?
mum?
I don't know. I feel like anti-soft drinks or anti-soda would be.
Oh yeah, probably a bit of both.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, almond mum is like really strict. And yeah, something about they give kids like food disorders or something.
I don't know. I wasn't allowed soft drink when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't really either. I'm going to look it up actually.
I would fill up on, my parents would always be like, especially if we go to like Sizzlers, if anyone knows what that is, surely everyone knows what that is.
I love Sizzlers.
We would go to Sizzlers, and if me and my sister always wanted like the unlimited drinks with like the what's the bar thing that you get? What's it called? The food bar? The
Buffet?
buffet.
Buffet, yeah.
Sorry.
Food bar.
When you can get like unlimited of that.
Yeah.
I always wanted the unlimited soft drinks too, and my parents were always like, no fucking way, because all you're going to do is fill up on the soft drink.
Literally.
And
be crazy.
I was never allowed soft drink at home because I was just a psycho. So I would just like wait till my parents were asleep and then go in and like into the fridge and like sneak like a sip of Coke and like
my
be up all night.
God.
Yeah, it was crazy.
No wonder you weren't allowed it.
Yeah.
My mum used to actually put cranberry juice in, or not cranberry juice, blackcurrant juice in Coke bottles for us so that we would like think we were drinking
trick
Coke.
you. Wow, I mean, that's a smart thing to do.
I'm definitely going to do stuff like that to Realm.
I think you should.
Because kids should not be having Coke, let's be real.
No, it's like gets blood off roads and shit. Like it's fucked.
But you know what? I'm going to enjoy my Pepsi Max.
Yeah, you do that.
I looked it up. So an almond mum, it says an almond mum is a parent who is An almond mum is a parent who is obsessed with diet culture or takes healthy eating to an unhealthy extremes.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's definitely not me.
No, that's like Gigi and Bella Hadid's mum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That vibe, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Giving almond mum.
But crunchy mum, I definitely would say that I am. A crunchy mum is someone who actually, I read a TikTok comment which like made me laugh so much because someone said, what does crunchy mum mean? And the top comment is chemical and microplastic haters, but they did ecstasy and cocaine in college. That's a crunchy mum. And look, I'll admit, that's probably me. I'm pretty anti-chemicals, but if I want a Pepsi Max now and then, I'm going to have one.
You do whatever you want to do. You deserve it.
I have some right now, actually.
I'm just going to stick to my wine because I haven't.
I wonder if that was really loud, like me drinking.
Oh, I like ASMR.
I know. This is so crazy that we have microphones. I feel like I don't really know how to hold
I know.
it.
I feel like I don't have like any hands
Enough
left.
hands. I know. If we had like a studio set up, we'll get the ones where you can like
Put it in a thing. Yeah. It's going to stop me from touching my fucking hair like I always do.
You do always touch your hair in the podcast.
Literally, it's got to be a fucking joke. Like I'm taking the actual piss for sure.
If you're watching, you could drink every time Jordyn touches her hair.
It's so bad.
Every time one of us does that sound. You just did it. Literally. When I'm editing, I'm like, what is that clicking we're always doing?
Yeah, I used to think it was me because of my retainer, but you do it too, and you don't have a retainer, so it must just be an us thing.
It's just an ex-best friends thing.
Not mad.
It's so weird to be back. Like I feel like I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Like,
I know.
What are we?
Your life's changed so much. My life also has changed so much.
Your life changes
all the
month.
time, as per usual.
So last time we did a podcast, you had just gotten into a relationship.
When was this? What month were we in?
So I had him in October. We must have finished recording in like September, I think. Must have been our last podcast.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know. I've just done so much. I am working again. I think I already said that last time. Working again. Now I've got 2 jobs with cheer and everything, and it's just so fucking hectic. Like I've gone from doing OnlyFans for such a long time and having like no one but myself to like worry about.
And I think you said last time you stopped doing OnlyFans because you wanted to stop, but is it also because you have now these other jobs that you're working amongst children and families? Like,
yes. My initial reason to stop was because I just didn't want to do it anymore. And I was like in my lover girl era being like, I just don't want to. Yeah. And then now that both my jobs include families and children, it's just like not even a thought in my mind that I want to do. I miss the money. Not gonna
because
lie,
these young kids and families like probably follow you on Instagram.
Oh, they do follow me on Instagram. They're probably listening to this right now.
And you don't want to post like a saucy link with a chili emoji and they're like, what's that?
Yeah, I even get like weird, like I haven't posted anything. I've been really like off my socials actually, like now that I come to think of it, like since stopping OnlyFans and like working 2 jobs and being so busy, I feel like my appearance on social media has been a lot less than it has ever been before. Like I feel like I've always happily and openly shared my life every day, like on social media since as long as I can remember. And the last few months, I would say I've just been like a lot more reserved, and not for any particular reason. Like even my, like everything about my like relationship, my life, just like everything, I've just kept it like off social media, and it's just like happened naturally, to be honest. Like it's not because I don't care, because it's just something that I enjoy doing. Like I love filming and posting and that kind of stuff. Like I find it fun, but I also just like don't fucking care anymore. Like I just don't care about social media anymore.
I think I've noticed that with most people on Instagram lately, like for 2 reasons. One, I feel like I've just noticed that, myself included, and with what you just said, is that everyone's kind of just like over posting everything and we're kind of enjoying the moment more. But also I think Instagram might be dying a little bit.
Oh my God, Instagram's definitely dying.
Because the only people who are posting consistently are like the annoying influencers who are just posting their outfit links because every single fucking second. And I feel like that's my whole feed now, and some of them I mute because I'm like, this is all I'm seeing.
I'll scroll through my feed and be seeing people that I'm like, since when did I follow you? And that is in my feed, but it says follow here, and I'm like, why am I seeing your stuff and not anybody else's? But like then again, none of my friends are posting anything. Like I was the one that posted the most out of my friends, and I'm like, if I'm not posting anything, then they're definitely not.
And everyone now is just doing like, instead of doing a post every say weekend when you go out, everyone is doing dumps now, but it's like they're becoming more further apart. So I used to notice it was like, you know, weekly recaps. Now people are doing like
monthly,
December, and they're not posting for a whole month.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice because then you just get to see like the real images of people's whole month because people post whatever in a dump. I actually like it. I like that people are posting less.
Yeah. I'm just going backwards in followers, but getting lots of followers, it's really weird. Like, I definitely used to care about that when I was younger, but now I literally couldn't get less. But like my following count is somehow going backwards, but every day I'll get a bunch of followers. So it's the weirdest thing. I'm just like, was it like a bunch of bots? Like, what was the final post that I made that really just cut someone out?
Yeah, like the same amount of people that are following on.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is weird. But like my TikTok, I barely post anything on that, and then I get heaps of followers on TikTok all the time. I'm like, what? Like, I just don't understand.
I love TikTok so much. I don't
Your
care.
screen time knows that.
My screen time, like, so pretty much all I do is sit on my couch and breastfeed and go on TikTok. I literally love TikTok so much. Like, I don't care how bad that sounds. I'm literally on TikTok all the time. I love the community on there. I love the comment sections. I love posting TikToks. I like making TikToks. I like just watching people's lives. Like I literally go on and if someone posts like a day in the life vlog, I'll literally watch the whole thing on there.
Yeah.
More than YouTube now.
Usually even like when it's you guys, like I see your stuff come up on my feed and I'll literally be like, oh, Zoe and B have posted something new and I get all excited about it. I think it's fun.
It's so fun. I think I want to start posting like more vlogs on TikTok because they're so much easier to film. They're so much easier to edit. The files are smaller. Like
I like that it's a lot more raw now too. Like this, like there used to be such a stigma on social media about editing photos and things like that, but now everything's video.
Oh yeah.
People just edit their faces now with filler, but like on camera.
Yeah, on camera. And the best people on TikTok are the ones who aren't like, you know, who don't look like influencers, if that makes sense. Like the girls who are like
mums.
Fucking, well, yeah, the girls who are mums, literally. And we look like a mess and we post a video and it's like, that's real shit.
Yeah.
I love that about TikTok.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or are we also just getting a little bit older as well? A bit more wiser?
No.
Well, I hope I am because I'm a mum now, so I need to be a bit more wise.
I think I'm a little bit wiser. I'm definitely getting older. It's my birthday soon. I'm going to be 28 in a couple of weeks.
28, really?
Yeah.
In my mind, everyone around me is just 25. Like I just feel like we're all just 25.
Like I'm 25. I can't even believe that I'm turning 28. Like I look back and I'm like, didn't I just turn 23? Like where's my life? Like where has the last few years gone? Like,
well, the 3 years of COVID, like 2020, 21, 22 don't really count.
Yeah. So like technically I'm only like 26 in the brain. But like
whatever age you were before COVID started, you're still that age.
Yeah. But like so much has happened since being on my little independent, not necessarily independent, but like my new leap of life journey. It's been 2 years now and I'm just like, what?
Yeah, what is new with you? Do we do an update on you? Do we skip that?
No, I'm just like, right now I've just been working so much. I'm good. Like I have just been like just plateau, I would say. Like not necessarily fantastic, not necessarily bad. Like I've just been fucking busy. And I said that last time we filmed, literally just being like, how do people live their fucking lives and have jobs?
Literally.
Like I just went from technically almost 2 years of doing OnlyFans basically. And it's been a huge adjustment going back to a job. Like
honestly,
let
I
alone
can't
2
imagine,
jobs.
yeah. Like
2 jobs. And so it's just been taken it out of me. Like it's just been, and yeah, I haven't like stopped like I've been doing as much social things as I can because I feel like I need to see my friends to survive. And I need to like see people, and I don't know if that's toxic or not, but it's never going to change.
It's a coping mechanism.
Yeah, it's just what it is. And yeah, I've been doing the most. I just haven't stopped. Like there's just been, and then I got COVID. I was sick for a while.
Really?
Yeah. A few weeks ago.
Got COVID.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the only one and only test that I took said negative, but then I continued to get worse and it was giving every single fucking COVID symptom that I've ever had in my life. And last time I had COVID, it felt just as bad.
Yeah.
So
I heard
I am assuming, but
there was a music festival recently on the Gold Coast. I think you told me that so many
there was
people
an
got sick
outbreak,
after it. Yeah, and like everyone after that, after you told me that, so many people were saying like, oh yeah, I had COVID last week, or like, I literally didn't take Realm out for like a few days after that because I was like, I'm not having him be around people if people have COVID.
No way. I mean, everyone around us, we don't know these days. I had some people be like, oh, well, if you don't test then you won't know. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're right about that.
Honestly, I'm a bit like that. I feel like I would just suffer in silence and be sick at home. I wouldn't go out and about. But
it's just the flu. It's just the flu. It's just the flu.
Everyone really has been sick lately, actually. And it's summer here in Australia. It's not even cold and everyone's got the flu.
Yeah. Oh, what was that sound my mouth just made? Yeah. But honestly, that's pretty much, it doesn't even sound exciting. Like I have just been working. But I go now I'm so excited because I have a week off. Tomorrow's my last week of work for the year.
Fun.
And then I'm off and I have like the usual Christmas, New Year's and my birthday off work. Got a couple weeks.
How long until your birthday now? What are we?
It's like 12 days or something.
Really?
Wait.
Yeah, 2 weeks or so.
Christmas is 12 days. So 14 days, 13 days, whatever that math is. It's soon.
It's soon.
It's really soon.
And what
but
are
there's
we doing?
so much in between it, like Christmas, and then everyone gets over Christmas, and then there's New Year's, and then everyone gets over New Year's, and then it's my birthday, and like it is like a really fun time to be born. I definitely didn't like it growing up because all my friends would be away. Like I'd be on school holidays,
Christmas
and I
holidays,
barely would hang out with my friends because no one would be around. So it was always sad. But now that I'm an adult, I'm like, this is the best fucking thing ever because I can take time off work and then just go on like one huge celebration all at the end of every year to begin every year. It's just
Christmas,
like
New Year's,
changed my
birthday.
perspective on it, and now it's really positive.
And what are we doing for your birthday again?
Well, I really wanted to do like a Slim Aaron's theme picnic in the park, but it's way too fucking hot to be outside.
It is so hot in Australia right now. It is
disgusting.
You literally can't even go outside.
And I really wanted to do it like down in the parklands near the beach.
Yep.
And have like a full long table and everything and set it up. I even looked up how to like hire the area in the park, but I'm just not going to do that.
Yep.
So I'm going to just have like drinks at my house and then go to Pink Monkey.
Sick.
And like I'm turning 28. It's not a big milestone. I don't have to have like an event as much as my extra self wants to. I'm not going to.
I'm sure you'll still make an event.
Oh, it's going to be an event.
Yeah.
I think every year is a celebration. There's never, I don't think a milestone, I shouldn't wait till I'm 30 for my next milestone. I think I should be happy that I've had another birthday.
Yeah.
I'm
Be
here.
grateful.
You never know when it's your fucking time.
Exactly. Just have a lit time every time.
Yeah. Period.
My last birthday I was pregnant, so
Oh, you were.
pretty much
we
did
went to that
nothing.
yum cha place in the city.
yeah, like I went to dinner and did casual things like
Everyone
that.
else got drunk.
Yeah, it felt like I did nothing.
We went to
'cause
the
I didn't
strippers.
Oh yeah, we did. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's when we went to the strippers.
I can't believe I never took a photo. I really wanted to take a photo of myself pregnant at the strip club. But you're not allowed to take photos in the strip club. So I didn't want to be disrespectful because Emily worked there and was working that night. So I didn't want to pull out my phone and then, be her friend that's taking photos
like,
of
"What the
strippers."
fuck?"
And they're like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
It's just my pregnant friend.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry.
just pregnant. It's just for memories, I swear. And then I posted on Instagram
It's for the
next
vlog.
day. I definitely would have posted it. It would have been a sick photo. Imagine that, pregnant at the strip club.
Oh my God.
Just would have
Iconic.
been so iconic.
You know what that could have been your maternity shoot because you didn't do the horseback riding one you said you wanted to do.
I wanted to do horseback. Bianca was really scared. She was like,
I was
"Please
scared.
don't do that. Like, horses are really dangerous." Also, I've never been on a horse, so like I probably
and they feel
would
your
fall
energy
off.
or something,
Yeah.
don't they?
I've heard that horses feel if you're anxious, and I definitely would have been.
100%. Everyone around you would have been. I would have put trampolines around the outside of the horse, and then it would have been like, "What are you doing?" And
I
freaked
should have
out.
just got like a fake horse or something.
Like a kid's one.
Because I didn't even do a maternity shoot.
I know. I
just-
was waiting every day.
I know. I just didn't. The last month of pregnancy, or even like last 2 months, were just really overwhelming because you're just waiting for the baby. So I just was like super stressed all the time, being like, "Is it going to be today?" It wasn't that day, so I feel like I didn't plan anything, but I probably should have.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you were cooking up a human, so
We did do a
You got
shoot though. We did
other
a
things.
newborn shoot for Realm.
You've done it.
Yeah, it was really, really cute.
What did you do?
Well, a friend of mine who's a photographer, she just came over and did some photos, and she did photos of us with him, which they will never see the light of day. The ugliest photos I've ever seen in my life.
Joking.
They're terrible.
No way.
So we didn't want to take photos because like I just am not feeling back into my body. Bianca just like wasn't feeling confident that day, and so we just were like, no, we don't want to be in them. He can just be in them. And then she said, why don't you just take them and just keep them for memories, and you can just, you know, you'll look at them in 20 years and you'll like them. And I thought, you know what, you're probably right. But then when she sent me them, I was like, I hate these photos. I look just terrible.
Oh,
I'll show you them.
Yeah,
but I just hate them.
You
but
know,
the
I'm
photos
gonna
of
think you look great. I'm gonna be like,
other people will be like, oh, they're so cute. But no, I just don't. I'm still not really fully confident in my body yet. Just birth it just fucks you, like, honestly. Like, it really,
well,
I love myself and I do have a lot of like self-love, but oh my God, like it really does mess with your body and body image, and like your body completely changes. Like my body is literally like a different shape in every single way. It's so strange.
wow, really?
Yeah, like as soon as my stomach went down, like as soon as your uterus goes back down, your stomach goes like flat again. It just like, I just don't look the same. And I'm looking at myself in the mirror like, oh my God, I look so different.
Wow, you get like postpartum body dysmorphia.
100%.
Did your hips like open up more?
Well, yeah.
Is that a thing? It is a thing. That's what Kylie Jenner said.
Yeah, I think your hips open for the baby to come out and then they do go back down. But my hips are fucked because he was stuck in there for like 12 hours and wouldn't come out. So they're very sore still. My body is like, I honestly, birth was fucking hectic.
Oh, that's right. You haven't spoken about that.
Yeah, I haven't spoken about it on the podcast. I did make a video of it, but I don't know if I like specifically said that like the 12 hours that I was in labor when he was like stuck posterior, resting on my tailbone. Labor pain is like no fucking joke. Like it's so hectic. I'm not going to lie.
Couldn't even imagine.
It was really fucking insane. No wonder people do drugs. Like honestly, like take drugs. I was so like, I'm going to do no drugs. I'm going to be fine. As soon as the pain got too much, I was like, I don't care. Give me any drug. And the doctors and the midwives, because I ended up in hospital, were like to me, are you sure? Like you really wanted a home birth? Like they were being so nice. They weren't trying to push anything onto me. They were just like, you really wanted a home birth. We're going to try to make it as like natural as possible for you in the hospital. Like everything's on your terms. And I was like, I don't care anymore. I don't care what I said before. Give me every drug available. I'm in so much pain and I just need the pain to stop. It was so hectic.
How do we get through that? Like how are women built like that? How is that a thing?
And every birth is different, so I can't even compare to like other people who have like actually gotten through it. Like good on them. I'm so proud of women who have and done it without medication, but I just couldn't. Like it literally got to a point where I was just like, nope, I cannot do this. I need to be knocked out.
Wow.
And then as soon as they gave me the spinal that they give you for a C-section, it was literally like I was like hanging over this doctor or anesthesiologist or someone, just like resting on him, trying to like get through the next contraction. And they put the needle in my back. And then as soon as I was numb from like, it's kind of like your nipples, like your boobs down, I literally just like came back to life and came up like this. And I was like, and I could see again, I could hear again. And I just like looked at Bianca and we made eye contact and she literally said to me, oh my God, you're back. Like I've missed you. Like you've literally been gone for like 12 hours. And I was like, I don't even remember anything. Like what the fuck's happened? And she was just staring at me like, I'm so glad you're back. Like, and I just like felt like I came back to life and I was looking around the room and everyone's just staring at me and all the doctors and the midwives that were in the room that had been with me for like 4 hours, I didn't even remember them. Like they had to reintroduce themselves to me because I was like, I don't remember meeting you 4 hours ago because I was so fucking blacked out from the pain.
Bruh.
Not trying to scare anyone.
You're scaring me, but like it's fine.
Amazing magical experience, and you can get through it. It's not that you can't. It just is very intense.
So I was like, I can't get through that. Oh,
honestly, next time I might just go straight in and be like, drug me up because
wow, that
really
is
hard.
just.
And I really thought I could do it. I really thought.
You did do it. Don't be silly. You did do it. You still gave birth to a healthy.
Oh, yeah, I did it.
Breathing. You absolutely did it. You did it
perfect,
longer than you needed to. You held on and you pushed us. Some some bodies are just like, no, you know what? That's probably the easiest thing he's going to put you through in his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's probably going to, like, if that's what it's like bringing him into this world, imagine the attitude you're going to get from him when he's growing up.
True that.
It's going to be hectic. He's just preparing you.
We're back after a brief intermission. Just had to fill up wine and check on the child. Bianca is here taking care of him. He's not on his own.
Yeah, we haven't just left him out there. You good, brother?
You okay, baby?
Oh, he's so fucking cute.
He really is. The
Just
cutest
to
baby.
talk about how crazy your labor is. Like, at least he's cute. You know what I mean? Like, some kids are fucking ugly. Like,
Babies are weird. Honestly, babies can be really fucking weird looking.
and like, of course they're cute because they're so tiny and like they're so fresh and like they've just got no idea. They're just like mush in the brain. But like, some of them look like aliens.
They do.
And your son is fucking cute.
He's
got
gorgeous.
googly eyes and he's just got this big smile.
It's crazy.
and-
He's exactly what we like imagined.
really
Like, yeah, like when we talked about my genetics and the donors, we were like, we just both imagined him. And then as soon as we saw him, we were like, of course that's him. Like, that's literally what we've been dreaming of. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say that I've randomly been thinking about lately, which is like, I feel like I'm having wine and just like getting deep.
Wow, I've been waiting for this for months. Because it's usually me just going.
I know. And I haven't been able to actually enjoy it. Like, not enjoy podcasting, but just enjoy like the deep conversation because it's so much better with red wine.
Everything's better with red wine.
Yeah, so lately I've had this realization of like, you know how we're guilty of this too. We've probably even said it on the podcast of like, just like hating on men. Like just
I've definitely said that before.
Yeah, and same. And like most guys do a lot of things to piss us off.
Mm-hmm.
And we just like obviously are gay, so we definitely don't like men. But
Period.
it's so crazy now, like having a little boy and thinking about raising him to be a man.
Like, you have the opportunity to raise one of the good guys.
It's crazy.
Because there are not all men are shit.
No.
But there are some, like what your son's going to grow up to be, is one of the good guys.
And we have to raise that and we have to help that. And like, it's crazy to think that there are people out there, especially like a lot of girls, a lot of women who really do like hate all men because of experiences they've been through, which is so valid. But like,
and
I
horrible.
don't want Realm to grow up in a world and get to a certain age where like, you know, maybe like teen and then he starts to become an adult where the world just looks at him like, oh, you're just like another man that I don't like. Like we have to literally like help fix that.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of upbringing is going to be different when it comes to like his nurturing side, having two mums. Like I feel like he's going to be a lot more than I'd say the average of being in touch with like his deeper side to him by having two mums. Like surely that would be a thing that's going to like.
Definitely. I think it does probably affect them having kids if they have two like mums, two maternal figures. But we are lucky that our generation of men our age, there are a lot of guys who are more in touch with their emotions.
Oh, for sure.
There's a lot of other dads out there that are going to hopefully teach their sons to be like that.
For sure. Yeah.
Which is really cool to see. Like, it's crazy now being a parent and being like, oh, I'm like literally raising the next generation of human.
And like the next generation of humans, speaking from experience, working with most of the people I work with are under the age of 10 years old. It's that new generation is full on.
Really? I feel like I don't even know them. I don't interact with any.
It's just different. Like going back into cheer after so long off and then going back to working with kids like at a daycare, like from after so long again, like they're just different. Like COVID babies are one thing, but then like it's our generation raising these kids and they're just so different. Like they're just like different than what I realized from 5-6 years ago, the last time I worked with kids.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just hectic.
You know, something different I've noticed in like the teenagers, the current like really young Gen Z at the moment, maybe like 15 to say like 20-year-olds, is they just like give way less of a fuck. And I commend that so much because I feel like our generation didn't give a fuck, but now they give even less of a fuck. The amount of Gen Zers that I see working, like in customer service roles, like retail and food, that wear AirPods while they're working. I'm like, I wasn't even allowed my phone at any job that I worked at. If I even glanced at my phone, I could be fired on the spot.
100%. I literally said this yesterday about customer service too. They just don't care.
They don't give zero fucks.
Fuck. I literally called up and ordered fish and chips yesterday at work and after work, and then hung up the phone. And I literally said to Lily, I was like, damn, these kids these days have the worst fucking customer service. And when I had my first job at Red Rooster, my manager would drill like customer service into us. Like if we weren't like the most polite,
super
like
fake,
like literally like, what can I do for you? You're the best person in the whole world. Like bow down to customers at Red Rooster. Like if we didn't have the utmost like crazy customer service, like we would get fired.
I think our generation was the very last brink of the customer is always right kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we don't have that anymore because honestly,
it's incorrect.
It's so incorrect. And it's not something I believe in. And honestly, don't get me wrong when I say this. I actually respect and love the way that Gen Z is in jobs. It honestly makes me laugh and I can't even be mad. But like some of the shit, like I walked into a store, like a noodle box, and one of them, the two boys working there, one of them had AirPods in.
That's so funny.
I know. He had AirPods in while he was working. And he literally, when I walked in the door, he literally just looked at me and then kept talking to the guy, the other kid that he was working with. And I was like, I can't even be mad. Like the fact that you have that much confidence to just ignore me as a customer.
Yeah.
And they just kept talking for like a good like minute. And then I was like tried to get his attention. And he's like, oh yeah, like order for Zoe. And I'm like, yep. And it was right there. It was ready to go. Like my food was fucking getting cold. And he's just having a chat while listening to music. Like,
I wonder what he was listening to.
I don't know.
That's pretty insane.
What are the kids listening to these days?
Probably some podcast.
Yeah, not this one. He wasn't listening to ours.
You never know. Don't rule him out.
He might have been.
Yeah. Wow, that is so I'm not even surprised.
I went Christmas shopping the other day and there was like a pop-up stall like in the middle of the like main shopping area, and there was only one girl working there and she looked like she was like 17. And she also had AirPods in and was just on her phone at the counter, like just scrolling. And I said to my friend, look at that. And my friend was like, yeah, I hate that. Like, I hate seeing that. So disrespectful. And I was like, honestly, I can't even be mad because, like, who fucking cares?
Literally,
if I need her help, I'll go up and grab it. But, like, I would never have been able to do that at my jobs when I was younger.
No.
Just scroll on Instagram while I'm at
I didn't
work.
even have Instagram when I first started working.
Yeah, it wasn't even a thing.
Wow. And also, like, props to it though. Like when I enter a retail shop, I don't want to be followed around and harassed. I like when they say hi and they acknowledge like, hey, because I'm always polite. I'm always like, hey, like how's your day? Blah, blah, blah. Like small talk, but like being ignored, I don't like.
Yeah.
But like also don't talk to me too much.
Yeah.
Like I will do my own thing, and if you talk to me too much, I'm gonna leave because I'm uncomfortable.
The job that I worked at before I went on maternity leave, I was a manager of like, we had like in total like say 50 staff, and then maybe like, I don't know, 20 to 30 sales staff. And some of them were really young. Like we had like some 17, 18-year-olds. But then we also have like 40, 50-year-old seasoned salespeople that have been there a long time. And it was so funny when like some of the older people would be like about the younger salespeople, oh, they're always on their phones. Like he's on his phone while he's at work. And I'd be like, who gives a shit? I don't care.
Literally.
And like this one kid's like 17 and he's literally on Snapchat while he's working. And some other people would be like, to me, because I was a manager, you should tell him to get off his phone. I'm like, I don't really care. Why does it matter?
As long as he's still doing his job.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
If a customer wants them, they're an adult too. They can go up to him and say, hi, can I have a hand? It would be different if he was like, oh, I'm busy, and then was just on his phone. But like, put your phone away and then go serve the customer. Like we're all just humans. Everyone's on their phone all the time.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think, I agree with you. That's crazy.
It's just so different. It's a different world out there.
It is a different world out there. It just keeps on keeping on, doesn't it?
It just keeps on keeping
The
on.
fact that we're about to go into 2024 makes me physically ill.
I know. What a like 2024.
I've got nothing to say to that. Like that is just.
Our birthdays have 19 in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
And now there are kids. Sorry, there are
adults
that are like 20.
Born in
2001,
2001, 2002.
And you're like, aren't you still supposed to be a baby? I'm so confused.
Yeah. I think I cheer with someone who is one of my friends and she's a full adult. Like we stayed in a hotel together, adult. She was born in like 2005. Like,
can't be right.
Sorry?
The math is not mathing.
How are
Have you seen
an
that
adult?
TikTok that's like 30 years ago and people are like, yeah, in the 70s. And they're like, no, in the 90s. And you're like, no, 30 years ago was the 70s.
Wow. That makes me sad because that means that my parents are a lot older than I like physically think they are.
Yeah.
Like mentally don't realize like
Have
how
you had that realization?
I think so.
My parents are getting
Yeah,
old?
I think so. I've really like realized in the last maybe like year that my mum and dad are in their like late 50s, which is like obviously not that old. They've
It's not
still
that
got
old, yeah.
they've still got hopefully a very long time, but damn, it's to see they're like they like, not to be rude, I love them. I think they're both gorgeous, but like that you can tell.
Oh,
like,
you can see people aging.
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
I know.
Like my mum's out there getting Botox and I'm fucking stoked for her. Like pop off. But like it's still a thing. Like it's still like
Yeah.
you're just getting old. And
I
I'm like,
remember when I
what the
had that-
fuck
Yeah.
is that? How dare you?
I had that realization about my dad at one stage. I think he just looked like my grandpa. And I said to him like, oh, you kind of remind me of Papa today. And then I just was kind of like, oh my God, like my dad is aging. Like he's not like,
Yeah.
he's not stuck in like the 30-year-old version of him that I know.
Yeah.
That I knew growing up. He's also aging.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really sad.
It is. And like seeing like at work, like grandparents coming to pick up their kids. And I'm like, wow, that's my parents with their grandkid, who's my nephew, which is so cute. But then I look at the grandparents and I see that they look like grandparents. And I'm like, oh my God. Like it's
Yeah,
just
your parents are grandparents.
like full on grandparents.
Like when we're younger, we think grandma, grandpas sound really old.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's been a lot, like realizing that. I think coming to 28, I've been grateful for making it this far and like becoming the person that I am. But it's also at the same time made me realize like what else is happening as I'm getting older and going through my 20s, like what else around me is happening. Like my nephew's almost 2 already. I'm like, where the fuck has your life gone, bro?
Yeah.
Like where did you just come from?
I know.
Weren't you on baby like a second ago? Like
Time goes so quick.
it just keeps on fucking keeping
Keeps on
on.
keeping on. That's the theme of this podcast. We're just talking about how old we're getting.
I know, it's crazy. The grey hairs are out of control.
I find it so crazy that you have grey hairs.
I have so many.
I
Like
don't think I do.
I have but also I found out that the mellow tan stuff that I inject or have previously can make you get early onset greys.
What?
So that plus the genetics, I think have really fucked me.
Really? I never knew
Yeah.
that was a side effect.
I've
of
done
that.
my regrowth twice by myself at home since getting it done last professionally because of how bad the greys are.
Wow.
Yeah, and I should never dye my own hair.
No one should.
No.
No one
and
should
I've
dye
learned
their
my
own
lesson
hair.
way too many times to be doing it.
I was one of those people who did the black box dye.
Yep, that was me last week. Literally, I'm not even joking.
Wow, grey hairs at 28.
Yep. Wait for the grey pubes, my mum says.
Is that real?
Yep, apparently.
What?
Yep, I haven't got one yet, but when I
I
do,
didn't know that was a thing.
the podcast will know.
I did not know
Apparently.
that was a thing when you age.
Apparently.
Grey pubes.
Yep. Yep.
Huh. Huh.
I don't have them yet. Don't know, but we'll see.
Interesting.
I'll show everyone. I'll keep it in a Ziploc bag.
Oh my God. Please don't bring that to my house.
Yeah, good your present.
Please don't bring that here. That's shocking. I didn't know grey
I
pubes
know.
were a
It
thing.
is shocking, to be honest.
What else have we got to discuss? Any topics?
I want to discuss the fact that I am out here struggling in the world and Tammy Hembrow's been engaged 3 times in a year.
Yeah. We should talk about that.
I don't want to be a hater and like props to you, sis. I don't know what you're doing, but you're obviously doing something right. But I guess spending off hating men, do you think that her boyfriend is just a clout chaser? Because that's what all the TikTok girlies say.
Really? Is that what people are saying?
Everyone's saying that he's just a clout chaser and he's like found his way in and he's just locking her down.
Did you watch him on Love Island? Did you
No.
watch his season?
No.
He's very He gives water sign vibes. He's a very soft boy.
Oh.
Really emotional. Needs someone is the vibe I get from him.
I get that same vibe from her.
Oh, really? Like I get the vibe from him just from watching him on Love Island. What I remember of him is that he was very like he really wanted a partner and was really like, you know, so maybe that's how they.
Like, I mean, if it's for real, then like props to them. I mean, I don't mean in the sense that I think that she needs someone financially or physically. I think she needs someone emotionally. Yeah,
some people are like that. They just need to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
I did see a hilarious top comment though. I don't think it was on Tammy Hembrow's TikTok, but it was on a TikTok of those two.
Yeah.
And somebody wrote, haven't they only known each other for 2 days? And then someone else commented back to that saying, but when you know, you know. And then the other person commented back and said, well, good on her for knowing so many times. And I just laughed so hard. No offense to them, but I just love TikTok comments. I love the unhinged, outrageous. I love when people do it to me.
Yeah.
So one of my biggest TikToks at the moment, which is so fucking funny that it's, you know, it's just one TikTok will blow up and you're like, why is everybody watching that TikTok?
Yeah.
I did a TikTok talking about how when we got out of the hospital, we were still in the hospital. It was the 4th day in the hospital because Realm was in the special nursery. We were in there on the 4th day and Bianca looked at me and was like, how much is all this going to cost us?
Oh my God,
and I was like, no, it's free, babe. It doesn't cost anything. And she was like, but are you sure? Because like you got a lot of like medication and a C-section and there was a lot of doctors involved and now he's in special care and he's getting all this attention. And I was like, still free in quotations. We pay for it out of our Medicare. But I was just saying to her, no, we don't.
You're not walking out of here with a bill.
No, we're not going to get a bill. And she was like mind blown by that. Even though she knows in Australia that Medicare is kind of like free, but she was just like, oh, I thought if it was this intense that you would have to pay something. And I was like, no, you don't have to pay anything. Anyway, told that story on TikTok while eating noodle box and the rice was falling out of my mouth while I was filming. And afterwards I was like, should I delete this and re-record it? But then I was like, no, because people are going to comment on this. It's going to be funny and I hope people roast me for it. And also engagement, doll.
Yeah.
People are going to comment on that.
Yeah.
And they did. But a lot more than I thought. And people were ripping me to shreds about me eating on camera. And I was like, this is actually so fucking funny. I love like unhinged TikTok comments.
Yeah.
I just think it's so funny when communities of people who don't even know each other get together.
To
roast someone in TikTok comments.
Absolutely.
Even if it's me.
It's giving bullying, but like in a nice, fun way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think the TikTok, sometimes the comment section is on TikTok is better than the actual video.
Oh, yeah.
Like sometimes I'll watch like the beginning of a video, notice that it has like 1 million likes and I'm like, this isn't, oh wait. And then I go to the comment and the first comment has like 500K likes and I'm like, okay, this is funny.
Yeah. So I think people are commenting really funny stuff about Tammy Hembrow and her new fiance, but she would be used to it. It's not the first time she's gotten.
Yeah, hey, it's making her money.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. Content and engagement. Like it doesn't matter people commenting mean stuff. Actually, this brings me to a topic I wanted to bring up.
What?
Have you seen what's going on with White Fox at the moment? The brand White Fox had a Black Friday sale. So we're in December? Black Friday's
a month ago.
They had a Black Friday sale, which apparently was so big they couldn't keep up with the orders. And now all these people are commenting on every possible White Fox TikTok being so mad at them because they haven't got their orders. But the comment sections are so fucking unhinged. Like people are literally acting like that White Fox like
stole their baby,
stole their firstborn child.
No, I know it's annoying, but like also what did you expect with I wouldn't say White Fox is technically a small business, but it is. Would it be like technically?
They're not a corporation.
No, like still, it's just a small business who's obviously extremely successful, and they have a huge Black Friday sale. Like I know it's been a month, I know it's been 6 weeks, but like, are you gonna die without your fucking maxi dress, babe? Like, chill.
And like speaking of engagement, right? I didn't know that White Fox sold anything else besides the tracksuit sets.
Because I wear them all the time.
Well, everyone does. You walk into a shopping mall and like every girl from the age of 15 to 25 is wearing
so I'm on the outer and I still wear them.
Well, everybody's wearing them. Like, it's good for White Fox because it's so popular, but I just looked at it as, I thought that's all they sold.
Yeah.
I had no idea that they sold other things because I haven't shopped there.
I'll give them that.
But now because of all this drama, I'm like, White Fox, what do they sell? I've gone on their website. It's good publicity.
Yeah.
Because I don't care if an order takes extra time. I don't know if you guys can hear Realm, but he is crying right now. I hope he's okay.
Do you need to go out there?
I might just go check on him.
That's okay. I feel like your boobs would hurt when your baby cries.
They do. Your nipples do tingle when your baby's hungry.
I'll just wait here with my baby.
He's fine. He's just really overtired because he refused to nap today.
Silly little boy.
I know.
The way that I just don't understand why kids refuse a nap.
I know. I think that all the time now. I'm like, I literally put you in the most comfortable
situations for a nap.
Day. I would love to be treated like that and take a nap all day, every day.
Be rocked gently.
Yeah, my bum pat.
Yeah, my ass wiped.
Put to bed. Yeah, literally. But babies just don't care.
Tit in mouth.
They're like, yeah, best life. And they're like, no, I'm going to stay awake and scream instead. Yeah, so White Fox, right?
Yeah.
People are so unhinged in the comments. Like, I actually screenshotted some because I was like, guys, you need to relax.
Wow, is it that bad?
This is one comment. This is honestly disgusting. All of these comments, and I've been waiting 4 weeks for express shipping order with no dispatch. Okay.
Oh my God.
They're saying it's disgusting that they haven't got their order. Like,
you know, these girls are all probably 20.
Yeah.
That are making these comments.
And they've got an event they need to go to with that dress.
Yeah. And like, okay, yeah, sometimes if you order it on a Monday, you'll have it by the weekend, but not on Black Friday coming up to Christmas. Like, get it together.
Yeah.
Know the fucking date, man. Like,
literally.
Come on.
And for all the girls commenting this shit, right? How many of you work in retail and have had customers come into your store and be aggressively rude to you over something that is out of your personal control, right?
So unnecessary.
That's what you're doing to White Fox right now.
I've never yelled at anyone or gotten mean to anyone in retail or food or any sort of service industry, even if it's been fucked. Like, I just would never. Like, I would never do that.
No way.
I wouldn't care if someone right in front of me, I ordered something and they just completely fucked it up right in front of me. I'd be like, okay, that's what I'm doing this time. Okay, now I'm having that because it's the universe's way of working.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked in those industries. I guess that's why I have a respect for them as well. But like some of these comments of what people are saying to White Fox, it's like you do realize you purchased clothes and didn't get them in a faster time, and you're acting like they've. I don't know.
Like, do you know what's going on in Palestine right now? Fucking take a breath.
Yeah. Like, what the hell? One of these comments, right, says, ooh, normal civilians have cancelled White Fox. That's what they commented to influencer, like sharing about White Fox. Because White Fox clearly in their damage control has been getting influencers to like post positive shit about them. It's pretty clear that that's what's happening because randomly all these influencers are like, oh my God, love White Fox.
There's one, speaking of influencers that promote White Fox, there's this one girl that I know on the Gold Coast who gets paid $10,000 for one post for White Fox to do like a haul.
And you know what? If that was me, and White Fox called me right now and said, hey,
I would show my
damage control.
Crack.
We need you to post something positive about us. I'd be like, done.
Yeah. Send me out free shit. Let's go.
I'll do it.
Yeah. I would too. But that's just insane to me.
I know that is actually pretty insane. Considering, and this is what some of the comments are saying. They're saying, you know, you pay influencers so much, but you can't get your orders out quick, which honestly kind of fair. If you can afford to pay influencers $10,000 for a post, maybe you can afford more wages to have people in the warehouse.
Hire some, for sure.
We get it. We understand that logistically they didn't really have their shit together, but the response of people getting so mad, like,
is unhinged.
Let's see if I screenshot it anymore. Oh my God, this is a funny one. So they also, White Fox has been also, it looks like getting influencers to come and like work in the warehouse. So there's like influencers posting from the White Fox warehouse of them packing orders.
Oh my
Which
God.
honestly, pretty cool PR. Like that's pretty smart, pretty unique. You haven't really ever seen that. And someone commented saying, "What's actually going on there? Please explain. There's going to be a lot of disappointed teenagers on Christmas Day. Thanks, White Fox." Disappointed teenagers on Christmas Day. Fuck. You don't want that as a business.
You don't want that as a parent.
White Fox actually replied to them saying, "We've had more than double the amount of orders we were expecting during this period. What is your order number? We'll provide you with an update." So like they're trying to help, they're replying to comments and they're being honest. We've had more than double the amount of orders we were expecting during this period. Have any of these people commented tried running a business? It's probably pretty fucking hard.
I wonder like, I mean, I've bought from White Fox before, but like many times, but like, I wonder what they're fucking like, what have they got crack in their clothes?
Yeah,
like,
literally. Why are people
more than double the amount that
apparently they had a really good Black Friday sale, like such a good sale that so many people bought so much stuff they can't keep up with it, which honestly,
props to the owners.
Props to the owners. But in this day and age with TikTok and YouTube and like the fact that we know everything that happens behind the curtains, like we know all of the clothes and shit, not saying White Fox does this, but just in general, we know where it comes from. We know you can get stuff from Shein and Temu and AliExpress and Alibaba. We know this. Like it's not a secret anymore where these businesses get their clothes from. So if they are getting them from another country, yeah, maybe the orders, maybe they don't actually literally have the amount of stuff that people bought, which, yeah, you probably shouldn't have sold what you don't have. But it's a fucking, what? Hoodie.
Literally.
Like,
it's a pair of pants.
Like,
come
relax.
on.
Please relax.
Honestly, go get laid or something.
Like, surely you have something more important going on in your life.
Surely. Well, you never know. They could just be breastfeeding on the couch like you, getting fat.
Literally desperate for their matching set.
Just to sit back on the couch and continue breastfeeding.
I know, in my White Fox. I've actually never bought from them, and not in like a, not because I don't like them. I just genuinely didn't really know what they sold.
Oh, I've just been off them because my ex's girlfriend is a model on there now. She never used to be, and now she is. And I'm like, oh, another site.
Now you can't buy from them.
Yeah, it's so annoying. I'm like, just go away.
That's so funny.
She's fucking everywhere.
I can't imagine that. You just online shopping.
I don't think anyone can. The amount of sites, like every site that, just a lot, not every site, that's dramatic, but like a lot of them. Like it's,
you just casually trying to do some online shopping and you just see your ex's new partner wearing the clothes that you want to buy.
Yeah,
and like,
I'm super desensitized to her now, but like, so it's annoying.
That would be annoying.
It's just annoying. Like I've boycotted a whole clothing shop that I used to shop at because they also blocked me on fucking That's So Fetch. They blocked me on social media. I remember I posted about it on my Instagram ages ago. So random. Like
the actual company blocked you.
The Instagram page has blocked me.
That's weird.
So weird. I posted about it ages ago. It was so random. I don't know what I did or why I went on it, but I went to search for it. And I was like, you're joking. You're fucking joking. And I'm fully blocked.
That's very strange.
So random.
Did you say something? Did you comment something?
I don't remember. Probably. But also not enough to be blocked by a clothing page.
Business.
I'm like, okay, if you like me, just say that. That's funny.
Getting blocked by a business. That's wild.
I know. I wonder what I did.
Who knows, honestly.
I've always done something.
It's got to be something you did wrong.
Yeah. It's usually my fault. I'm just kidding. It's my fault.
Maybe they'll unblock you after this.
Yeah, maybe.
But just to finish that story off, honestly, White Fox is now a brand that I'll think of because I don't really care about wait time. So I just, I might go online and have a look at their stuff now. Thanks for bringing attention to them.
You're welcome.
They're going to love it, like honestly.
Literally. Now they've been mentioned in the ex-best friends.
Yeah. It's free. Not even a sponsored ad.
I know. And we barely had mics. Oh, speaking of influencers, Kim Kardashian, I would say, started as an influencer. I don't know if you know or follow any of their stuff. Bianca
does, so I do see it.
First of all, I have a confession to make that I'm going to spin off this. I do have a confession to make, and I've never said this out loud. I think I am a little bit of a Taylor Swift fan.
Really? You're a Swiftie?
No, don't say that.
Okay.
I'm a little bit of a Taylor Swift fan.
Interesting.
Her last album that she put out, I think it was 1989, Taylor's version. The first time I've ever listened to that album, I'll tell you that. I never listened to the original. I've never really listened to Taylor Swift music. I obviously know her music because
it's on the radio.
It's Taylor Swift. But I didn't know her other songs that weren't like her singles and stuff that was like really, really popular.
Yep.
And I'm not going to lie. I now know all the lyrics to all her songs.
Really?
I really fuck with it. Really fuck with her. So in saying that, I also fuck with her because she's a fucking bad bitch who just fully called out Kim Kardashian.
Really?
Have you not seen it?
No, well, I knew in the past they had beef, but I didn't know there was new beef.
So there was the beef with her and Kanye at that Golden Globes. Was it Golden Globes? Emmys, whatever it was.
And
where he called out about Beyonce being the best artist of all time, whatever. And then
the recording of her saying,
the video,
you can say.
The video that Kim edited?
Yeah, like how he wanted to say, I made that bitch famous in a song.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wait, so what? Wait, what are you talking about?
The beef where Taylor Swift, there's a phone call that got leaked of Taylor Swift talking to Kanye on the phone, and he says to her, can I say in a song, I made that bitch famous?
Yeah.
And she says yes, but then apparently he didn't approve the part where he says something about them having sex or something. And Kim released that and said, no, she knew about it. And then...
I think what I got told is not the word to use, but from what I knew, there was like a video or something that Kim edited and somehow got it out there, and it was believable and like was fully twisting what Taylor said. It was potentially exactly what you're talking about. But Kim went on some late night show, and the host asked her if the beef was over, and she apparently was like, yeah, I'm over it. Like, I think it's in the past, like we've all moved forward. When she was the one that caused the beef, and I think that's a little bit unhinged to begin with. But Taylor just did that Woman of the Year in Vogue or Time. I was going to list everything.
Oh, no, it was both. Yeah, Time Person of the Year, and she was on the cover of Vogue.
Yeah, so she did that, and she posted an interview about it, and like fully was just called Kim and Kanye out on their shit, and was just like, used full names, like everything, like fully gave detail about the situation, and was just like, no, like they fucking lied.
Wow, recently she did that.
Like within the last few weeks. Wow. And I was like, I really like her. I think that's what's made me, because apparently Taylor Swift is a very private person. Like her life is never out there. And so after the Travis Kelce stuff, which I just think is the cutest fucking thing, and now her calling out Kim Kardashian. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fucking Kardashian fan. Like I love those bitches. I think they're hilarious. But yeah, I also love a bad bitch.
But it's also a form of entertainment.
Yeah, I love someone who calls someone out. I think it's so fun, especially when they write.
Yeah.
I love that shit. I'm like, I live for it.
I know, I actually do love, and sometimes I think celebrity beef, I wonder, I'm like, is it even real?
Yeah.
Like, or are Kim and Taylor in this example friends and they planned this, you know?
Yeah, like Hailey and Selena. Hailey and Selena, I just noticed the other day, followed each other on Instagram.
Oh, there's no way that little triangle doesn't plan it every single time, because every single time Selena or Justin have music coming out, everyone's fucking talking about that three situation again.
Really?
I just feel like every single time one of them has something new coming up, the PR just blows up on them again. As if they're not all friends and they just sit in a room and they're like, oh, how can we stoke this fire?
Do you reckon they've all fucked?
All three of them?
Potentially. Do you think that, speaking of fucking Justin Bieber, do you think that Rain is his son? Or do you think he's Scott Disick's?
I think he's Scott Disick's.
I don't know.
Because if you told me that there's a rumor that like Kim Kardashian slept with Justin Bieber, or like Kylie or Kendall, I'd probably believe it. But Courtney, I just don't believe it about her.
Oh, I do.
Really?
Yeah. I reckon she fucking got down after Scott.
But Justin Bieber would have been so young though. That's so
but I reckon he was getting down and fucking when he was singing Baby.
He was like 16.
He was 12.
That's nasty.
If I was him, I would have been putting my dick in everything.
I just don't think Courtney would do that.
You know her?
Yeah, my girl Court. No, I don't even.
Really?
I just don't. Every time I see that about Justin and Rain, like, I just feel like their genetics are like not actually that similar.
Random. I think I have a sneaky suspicion that he might be. I just can't wait to see that generation grow up. Rain, Penelope, and North. Bruh. The way that Rain's just going to be the cute, like he already is the cutest thing, but he's going to be fucking hot when he's older. North is going to be the baddest fucking bitch. Being raised by Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Oh my God, North already is a bad bitch.
I know.
You
Imagine
can already
what she's going to be like when she's an adult.
You can already see that Kim and North are going to have beef.
For sure.
She is her dad.
Yeah.
Like, she is literally like Kanye.
Wonder what kind of... Do you see that she's rapping now? She's put her first single out. Like, and Penelope just seems like that girl. Like, she's going to be like... I reckon she'll be like the Kylie Jenner of that generation.
Yeah, wow. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Imagine being a Nepo baby.
What's a Nepo baby?
Like, nepotism is like born into money, like born into fame.
And born into that too. Like the most famous family in the world.
I can't imagine what it would feel like to be them. Like you just start going out in public and everyone's taking photos of you and you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And they would think that's normal. Like that's just the norm for them. They've never known any different.
Yeah. Like Stormy growing up, like when I was in Pack Fair the other day, they have this huge Christmas tree near David Jones. And I was looking at it and I literally thought to myself, I wonder if this is the size of Kylie Jenner's tree in her house, because she always talks about how big this fucking Christmas tree is that she has in her house. And I've seen photos and everything. And I was like, I wonder if this is how big it is. Like, I wonder if this is it. And like, imagine just being her fucking daughter that just like doesn't know anything else. Like,
do they know that poor people exist?
I don't know.
Do they know that like there are people like us who like have sometimes lived week to week?
Yeah.
Like, do they even know people like that exist? Imagine that conversation. Imagine like Kim sitting down and being like, all right, kids, I just want to teach you a little bit about the world. Like some people out there can't buy whatever they want when they want it.
Yeah.
Their kids would be like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Like
how?
How do you not destroy a child from such a young age and like give them such big issues when that's how they're raised? Like I'm sure there was like restrictions and like parenting and whatever, but like it's like when they complained about being in COVID and they're like locked in their house, but like their house is like a fucking...
Try being locked in a studio apartment.
Literally, it's like an 8-bedroom compound in
literally
the Hidden Hills. Like, oh, I'm so sorry that's where you had to COVID quarantine.
There is
like
nothing funnier than like rich famous people complaining about shit. Like I'll never get over Kendall Jenner talking about like her modeling and how she didn't use her last name and like complained that like just shut up.
Honestly, she's my least favorite. I don't like her.
Know when to not talk.
Literally, just even if that's your opinion because that's your experience and that's your life, that's fine. But shut the fuck up.
I literally saw a TikTok the other day of, you know, that trend at the moment with that song Little Life, and it's like I think I like this whose kid was it? Someone famous, their kid who's not famous. Like say it was like, I want to say it's like Alec Baldwin, right? One of his like younger kids. Let's say it was one of them. Was on a private jet and they were filming their life on the private jet with that song. And all the comments were like, no, like you don't get to use this trend because you don't have a little life. Like rich kids don't fucking get it.
No, and they never will.
They'll never get it.
Unless they go bankrupt and lose everything.
But also, how do you win? Because like if I got super rich right now, like so fucking rich beyond like Kardashian level, right? And could give Realm whatever he wanted. How do I go back from that? I can't say, no, I want you to experience what I experienced being poor. I'm not going to do that.
No, and you'd want to give him everything. Yeah. It's weird. It's a catch-22.
Yeah.
You never fucking know. And that's just, everyone's just experiencing something different. If you're meant to be like that, then that's what'll happen for you. If you're not, then you won't. And I just feel like there's too much wealth in the world for the amount of poverty that there is. Like I feel like the balance is so bad. Like it's so bad, and it's really sad how some people can make $1,000 stretch a week. Some people can only make $10,000 stretch a week. Some people can make $500 stretch for a week and vice. Like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I don't get it.
Literally, like the Kardashians' kids' birthday parties probably cost more than like my annual salary.
Honestly, when Courtney and Travis did their baby shower that they planned overnight, and then you see what the baby shower was, I'm like, how did you plan this overnight?
Yeah, even just like the hiring of like the equipment, like the speakers and like
just hiring staff to make everything. Okay, well, I actually want Disney themed everything. I'm going to need you to work overnight. The amount that they're paying these people to just do it, like, fuck me.
It would be honestly awesome though.
It would be. You know what I'd love to just like not have to wake up for work tomorrow morning and like have brekkie brought to me in bed
and just be ridiculously fucking rich.
Yeah. I don't remember the last time anyone ever brought me breakfast in bed, let alone a butler.
That would be just, let alone a chef that you just go downstairs and there's just a chef in your kitchen.
I'd get dippy eggs. You don't like eggs, but I love dippy.
I remember dippy eggs. I can appreciate how good they were.
So good.
Loved them when I was younger.
I love dippy eggs.
It would be good.
With avocado on the toast.
Do we have any other topics or is this a wrap
I
up?
wanted to ask you what your biggest high and your biggest low is of the year. I feel like we're wrapping up 2023. It's been a heck of a year. I feel like we know what your high is. Yeah. But please enlighten the group in case we're all wrong.
Well, so I've been pregnant the entire year. I found that I was pregnant on January 20th. So I literally the whole year.
Because you conceived on my birthday and it's almost my birthday again. I know. Is so crazy.
That's hectic. A whole year ago. Yeah, so I've been pregnant the whole year and the high definitely was like being pregnant, having an amazing pregnancy and then also having a baby. Like that is top tier level like endorphins.
Yeah, wow.
But in saying that though, the low is also the postpartum. Like it is really fucking hard. And not everybody experiences it, but like postpartum anxiety is just like so intense. And I never thought it would happen to me because I'm such like a chill, strong person. But when I started to notice it, like feeling like it's also sleep deprivation as well, but like being anxious about everything, things I would never normally be anxious about. It's so like having a baby and having to take care of it and then being anxious about that baby. Like it's so true all the things people say, like you'll always check on them if they're breathing and like worry about stuff like that. But the anxiety is actually really intense. It's gotten a lot better. I've gotten so much better, but the first 6 weeks were so rough.
Yeah.
I was like, how am I ever going to fucking get through this? Like how do people do this?
Wow.
I really didn't want Bianca to go back to work because I was like, I literally don't want to be by myself. It's so hectic.
Wow. At least you didn't have to do it by yourself.
Yeah, I didn't. I was lucky I had lots of support. And I'm so much better now.
Yeah, I remember the last episode that we put out. You were just sitting here pregnant as fuck, being like, I got this, man. Like, I'm gonna be cool. Like, everything's gonna be sweet. And then I remember you telling me your birth story, and I was like, damn, girl, that's you just never know.
It's like have a plan, but also plan for your plan to like literally not go to plan one single bit at all.
Totally fail.
Yeah,
crumble. Yeah,
and just. Yeah, destroy you.
Wow, you've had a crazy year.
But amazing though, like high, definitely having a baby. Like I wouldn't change it for a second.
He's so cute.
He's my little frog.
Oh,
What about you? What's your high and low of 2023?
I've had some good. I've had a really good year. Like I've actually tried to think about what my low would be. And I've really struggled to like think because I feel like last year I had so many lows. Like last year I had such a year of like fucking like kick to the curb like lows. And then this year has just been like so different to that. Like I've traveled heaps. Like I've spent half the year I was still doing OnlyFans. So I had all the time in the world. Like I started a new job that I really enjoy. Like I got back into cheer. Like that's like filled my cup up beyond anything that I could explain. Like still hanging out with my friends, still the same group of people that I'm friends with. Like I've grown so much again as a person. Like I genuinely feel like I've just had an all round like really good year. So it's hard to even like pick one thing, to be honest. Like,
wow.
And that's probably the first time I've ever like honestly been able to sit here and be like, it was really good. It was a good one.
It also is probably because even your lows that you have had this year, you've learned how to deal with them more.
100%.
They might be a low, but you're like, eh.
I've dealt with worse.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're fine.
Yeah.
You've got this. Like, feel your feels. And like, I'm really good at like when I feel a certain way, just like feeling it and like living in the moment. Like, even if it takes me a week to get out of a slump, like I let myself feel it because I know if I do, then I'm going to come out and I'm going to be way better than if I push it, then I'm going to be an HS wreck and I've dragged it out and then it's everybody else's problem. Like, I feel like I've really learned a new part of myself this year. And I just feel like it's been really, like, there's obviously been bad things, like sad times and like heavy things, like over the span, but like overall it's just been really fucking positive. And I've been really just like happy with myself.
That is fantastic.
I can't even believe I'm saying it. It's crazy.
What a way to end the year.
I know. And I'm just going to go into 28 with the same mindset. I say going into 28 because my birthday is at the beginning of the year. So I get to start the year and a new birthday at the same time, which is so fun for me.
Yeah,
like,
that's a good change.
I get a full year, new age, like the whole thing all in one. I get time off work and then I get to refresh and then go back and start my new year. New job, everything just gets to start fresh at the same time. So I'm excited.
2024 is going to be, like, people probably say this every year, but I think 2024 is going to be really good for us. Like, just because so much has changed and gone on, like both individually in our lives, that it's just like a whole real new year.
Yeah.
Like new.
Yeah.
In every single way.
Literally.
Even so new on the podcast, we have microphones now.
I know. Look at us being professional.
Here's to 2024.
I wonder where we're going to be. I wonder where we're going to be this time next year.
Hopefully being paid for this.
Fucking oath.
By White Fox for our positive PR that we just did for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely could have been worse.
hopefully some sponsorships to
if you know anyone,
keep this going. Well,
this has been fun.
This has been really good. I'm so glad we have microphones. They're a lot heavier than I thought I would be.
Yeah.
Quite sturdy.
Giving blowjob.
I feel really professional. And thank you as always for listening, subscribing.
Thanks to everyone being excited too. Since I posted that thing on Instagram, I've had so many people be like, oh, thank God. Like, I'm so excited to have you guys back.
I know everyone's so, look at my little camera setup.
I know, I love it.
Everyone is so ready for the podcast to be back, and so are we.
Love you guys.
Cheers to ex-best friends 2024.
Back again soon.
And Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
To those who celebrate.
Hey,